Got me phone. Figuring it out. All right, here we go. Starting with those jumping jacks. So we're hitting lower body all the way through. Throw it together. It's an almost no repeat workout. There's a couple of repeats in there. But for the most part, we're looking at strength training, a little bit of core added in there, and just using the weight as the challenge. We're going to do a whole bunch of sort of single-sided exercises, so just be prepared to sort of lock in on stability and balance. Up on the toes, get those calves waking up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 into those butt kicks. Not a ton of cardio. In fact, no cardio today. So now's the time to just sort of get that heart rate up a little bit and move the body. Quick motions here to get the heart rate up and the breathing rate at the same time. Heels all the way up. Kick your own butt. Keep it going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, go ahead and shake those legs out into those high kicks. Paying attention this morning, coming off of yesterday's workout, pay attention to anything that feels tight or any twinges, unexpected aches or pains. But definitely just use this time to start getting pumped up. Draw your mind into the workout. Forget everything else that's happening. And we're going to push it. Let's go 3. 2, toes all the way up. 1 more big kick to each side. All right, shake it out. Knees in to the chest. Give me a couple just knees in so you can start to get the balance and really pull the knee up to the chest, and then add in the hip opener. Up, big open to the side, and drop. You're going to start to feel those glutes working, and down, and the hips open up. Make sure you're pulling all the way nice and tight to the body first. Let's do 1 more each side. And drop. Knee in. Big open. And drop. All right, shake it out. Nice wide stance here. Run through a little bit of this upper body. Warm up just to loosen up the obliques a little bit. Tuck the tailbone. Back stays nice and straight here. And start to focus this one on stretching through the torso, side to side. We're just going to do a couple more, and then we'll right into those toe touches. 1 and 2. All right, into those toe touches. Take this nice and slow. I know this is where I find out where I'm tight. Starting to draw your shoulder down a little bit closer to the leg. Make sure the lower body is prepped and ready to go for work mode. Let's go down for 3 more. 3. Up through the center, square the hips off, down for 2. Last reach. And then stand up nice and tall. That deep breath in, reach for the ceiling, stretch the spine, push the butt back behind you, and reach for the floor. Start with those gentle side-to-side bends here. Your hips should start in a straight line, sort of in between your feet, and then you can start to push your hips back a little bit. Get that stretch on a little bit different. And then bring them forward again. Play with angles here. Keep the body moving. Let's go 3, 2, and 1. Straighten both legs. Exhale, sink into that stretch. And then relax and walk those heels in, toes, heels, and toes. Roll those shoulders up and big shoulder rolls back behind you. All right, 1 more mobility drill before we jump into the working sets. Feet are hip to shoulder width apart, and you're going to trace the outline of both toes exaggerate the movement with the knee. So you're going to start on the heel, sort of hinge back a little bit, start on the heel, draw the weight up the inside of the foot to the toes, across the toes, and down the outside of the foot. You're going to do 3 or 4 in one direction, 3 or 4 in the other, and really focus this in, watching what your knees are doing, watching what the ankles are doing, waking everything up. Go ahead and reverse direction here if you haven't already. Making those knees and hips and ankles move, and a little bit more of an exaggerated motion before we dive in. 2 and 1. All right, shake everything out. Again, you're only going to need a single dumbbell for any of these exercises, but if you have 2 different weights that you want to work with, have them nearby. And we are going to get some breaks in there, so just pay attention because we're going to move through a whole bunch of exercises and a lot of single-sided as well, as I mentioned. So, exercise 1. You're going to want to start off with a heavier weight that you've chosen. We're going to go in for a deadlift to a calf raise. So, I'm going to hold the weight on either side. You're going to go in for that deadlift, nice straight back, stand up, and then calf raise. That is where we're starting off. So, shake everything out. All right, just going to make sure that I hit. Sometimes I think I do and I don't. So, plant the heels about shoulder width apart. Soft knees. Here we go. Drop in for the deadlift. Stop it parallel to the ground. Stand up nice and tall and calf raise. Into the deck. Yeah, awesome. You want to push your butt back as far as you can. This is total hinge movement. And so initiate and finish the exercise at the hips. Push your hips back. You're going to stand up nice and tall. Back. Here we go. 1 more rep. Hips back. Squeeze the glutes. Draw the hips forward. And calf raise. All right, here we go. We're going to start with some single-sided movements. We're going to start with a staggered stance deadlift. So, I'm going to keep the weight in both hands again. Right foot is in front. I want your toe just behind you. So your knees are still pretty much in line with each other. And then you're just going to go in, keep your hips facing forward, down into that deadlift, and right back up. You're not going to be able to get down as low as you did for that first round because of the staggered stance. You should really feel that right under the butt, the side of the glute. Keep the lower back nice and straight here. Like I said, we're going to hit a lot of single-sided exercises today. Working on that balance. Here we go. 4, 3, 1 more rep. And stand up nice and tall. We're going to have plenty of time in between exercises to switch gears. So this time, left leg stays planted. Go ahead and just bend that right knee. Toes behind you to give you a little bit of balance. Arms straight down. Here we go. Let's go in for it. Push the hips back and pull it forward. And again, you're going to feel sort of right under the butt. And as soon as you reach that point where you feel like, oh, that's the stretch, pull right back up to the top. And again, it's not going to be quite as low as maybe you were used to in that first round. Keep the hips nice and level. Yeah. Keep it going. Excellent job. 10 seconds to go. Keep the body moving all the way throughout each of these timed rounds. Boom. There it is. All right. Shake it out. We're going to get a little bit of a wake-up call to the legs. We're going in for a dumbbell swing, goblet swing. If you have it nearby, I'm just going to interlock my fingers. And we're going in for a quick mini cardio session here. Nice straight back. Tuck the tailbone to start. Shoulders down and back. Here we go. So there's a couple of exercises that we're going to see twice throughout this workout. This is one of them. So lock in that form here. Again, we're working on that hip hinge still. So push your hips back behind you. Let the weight of the dumbbell sort of arc underneath the body. Feels pretty natural, and then you're going to squeeze the glutes and let the hips push that dumbbell right up in front. A little bit wider stance here is most comfortable. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, shake things out. We're going to go back to that single-sided movement series. We're still doing some deadlifts here. This time, what I want you to do, right leg stays planted. Dumbbell starts in the right hand, but when you go down, if you feel you can do it, switch hands and stand back up. Then you're going to go down, switch hands, and come back up to the top. If that feels like you're pushing it a little bit too far and can't really get the lower body workout in, just hold on to that dumbbell in your right hand and work on keeping that deadlift slow and steady and confident. Still on this hip hinge series. A lot of work for the hamstrings to start us off. 3, get one more rep in here. And stand up nice and tall. Go ahead and shake the legs out. They're going to need it. We're going to switch sides. So the left leg stays planted. You're going to start with the weight in the left hand. And again, only if you feel comfortable, do that trade-off, okay? So, left leg down. Shoulders start down and back. Here we go. In for the dead. Switch sides. Woo, there we go. I'll lose my balance. Down. Switch. And stand up nice and tall. This is definitely my, I don't want to call it weaker side, but definitely the side I'm less comfortable with in a single-sided stance. Everybody's got them. The key is to work those imbalances out. We have about 10 seconds to go. As that's all I'm doing. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, shake the legs out. Nice job there. We're back into that swing. So if you want to switch into a kettlebell, you can. I'm going to hold on to the dumbbell. Wider stance here. Plant the heels, plant the toes. Keep that lower back nice and straight. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Let's hit it. At this point, you should be feeling those hamstrings. We've been working on the hip hinge for a while, so we're going to start to bring in some knee-focused exercises now. Squats, lunges. Hopefully your heart rate's up a little bit here. We have no big rest until the end of this workout, so we got to stick it out and stay strong. 10 seconds to go. Breathe through it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. All right. We're going to bring it to knee-focused movements, but we're going to stick to that single-sided effort. So, have your weight in your right hand. We're going to do some squat thrusters, uneven here. So, that weight's in the right hand. Starts on the right shoulder, elbow faces forward, squat, and push. So unlike that push press, where we're really kind of looking for just that itty-bitty bend in the knees to push through the ceiling, we actually want to get into a little bit of a squat here. Picture a chair or a bench back behind you. That's what you're sitting your butt back onto. And then push through those heels right up through the ceiling. Yep. Awesome. Keeping that elbow to the front. Weight stays over that right shoulder. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Weights to the ground. We're going to slow things down. We're just going for a squat pull. So, feet are underneath your hips, maybe a little bit wider than the hips. Go down, 1 pulse, and right back up. Shoulders down and back. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Sit it back, pulse, and stand up nice and tall. So you want to get lower into this squat than you were for the squat thruster. In fact, the lower that you can go here, drop that butt down. As long as you're not compensating by letting the chest sort of fall forward like this. Keep it nice and tall. and just get that butt low. Work on that hip mobility. Knees tracking over the toes here, and make sure you're sitting it back. We've got 10 seconds, stick with it. Yeah, awesome. One more rep. Pulse. Stand up nice and tall and shake it out. All right, we have a little bit of a rest here. We're gonna balance things off. Dumbbells in that left hand, and we've got some squat thrusters on the left side. So again, that's just sort of that quarter, half squat, and then launch through the ceiling. 3, 2, and 1, here we go. So not quite as low as that last squat work set that you did. Yeah, awesome. But you're still pushing that butt back, right? Pushing through the heels. I want that core to feel nice and tight. So whatever weight you're using, as you push it above your head, pull those abs in. Work it, come on. 10 seconds to go. Looking good. Breathe through it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Nice job. I think that's the most upper body we're going to do today. Here we go. We're going to see that squat pulse again. This time, add in a second little squat, or excuse me, a pulse at the bottom. Whatever stance you're comfortable with, take a deep breath in. 3, 2, and 1. We're in. Double pulse, and then stand up. Pulse, and then stand up nice and tall. Try to get that butt nice and low. Legs need a little bit of a push. We use them all day long, and so if we want to build strength, if we want change there, we gotta force it. Down low, and the lower you get, the more muscles you're gonna be using to stand back up. Here we go. Yes, awesome. 3, 2, and 1. All right, go ahead and shake the legs out. Remember, no big rest here. So we're gonna get into a little bit of a lunge series. We're gonna double up again. What you're gonna do is you're gonna step back with the left leg. You're gonna calf raise with the front, and then pull yourself back up to the top. I'll show you. So here we go. Step it back with the left into the lunge. Lift the heel, the front heel up, down, and pull yourself forward. Up, down, and pull yourself forward. If this feels uncomfortable for any reason on the ankle, on the knee, I want you to just do the reverse lunge. Otherwise, get it up there and keep the body moving all the way through till that timer says rest. Yep. Big step back. This forces the weight to the front, right? Here we go, last rep. Stand up nice and tall, here we go. We are going to do sumo squats, alternating hands again here. So it's kind of the same deal that we did with that single leg deadlift, except you're gonna place the dumbbell on the ground. So I want that dumbbell in your right hand. Sumo stance, a nice wide squat. Here we go, you're gonna go down to the to the mat, drop the dumbbell, stand up, pick that dumbbell up, stand up. Yeah, awesome. So this is forcing your butt to get nice and low. And I love how uneven it makes the upper body in the pull-up. It really forces you to pay attention. Yeah, nice. Excellent. Push your butt back behind you. Excellent. 10 seconds to go, all the way through. Keep rocking it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Woo! All right. Dumbbell to the side, not too far. We're going to see that exercise again, but we're going to switch gears back to that lunge series. This time, the left leg stays in front. Big step back with the right leg. Lift that heel up off the ground, and then pull yourself back to standing. Here we go. 2 and 1. Step it back. Lift that heel, plant, and pull forward. These legs aren't getting a break. We're just rocking all the way through the entire workout. So you're going to feel those hamstrings, the quads, the glutes. Big step back. Weights over that right heel. Lift it up off the ground. Boom. And down. Think about that work that single calf is doing. We don't hit calves a ton, but we are today. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. All right, here we go. Back into that Sumo Series. This time, you're going to start with the weight in your left hand. Nice wide stance. You should be feeling those quads a bit here. Nice wide stance, toes just out to the side, so they track, your knees track over your toes. Weights right in front of you. Here we go. Down, and pick it up. Dropping that butt nice and low, focusing on pushing your butt back behind you. Yeah, awesome. Yup. Yeah, these look awesome. I love that the shoulders aren't dropping at all. Upper body staying nice and proud, which means it's really your lower body getting deep into that squat. Hips are feeling it, quads are feeling it. 10 seconds to go, come on, stick with it. Almost there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! All right, weights just off to the side again. That's the last time we're gonna see an exercise twice. Here we go, nice wide stance. We're going side to side lunge here. This time, toes piece a little bit more to the front. And we're just gonna alternate. Deep right lunge, deep left lunge. Here we go. Boom, up through the center. Yeah, awesome. All right, use this time, this sort of smooth rhythm to take some deep breaths in. Pull all of your thoughts back into the workout. We're in that final burnout sprint right now, and we really want to push it. Yeah, awesome. Looking good. Keep up with it. We've got 10 seconds to go. We get a little break. We're going to add a little bit to this exercise. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. We have a little bit of a break here. I'm going to show you what you're going to do. You're going to step into that right side lunge, come back up to the center, find your balance, and sprinter squat. So again, side lunge, up to the center, find your balance, sprinter squat, and then out to that side lunge. Here we go. With me, to the side. Right side lunge, up to the top. Tap that right knee down to the, yeah, exactly. Now the goal here is to try to get from the side lunge into the sprinter squat and back into the side lunge without letting that toe touch down. It's gonna slow things down because you really have to catch your balance. Yeah, heck yeah. 15 seconds, that's all we have left on this side. Come on, excellent. Deep side lunge, into that sprinter. Yes, awesome. 3, 2, and 1. Woo. Nice job. Shake things out, keep it moving. We're just gonna switch gears. We're going to the left side now. And again, goal. After that side lunge, try to keep your toe up until you hit the side lunge again. All right, deep breath in here. Shake things out. We're going in 3. We're going in 2. And we're going. Let's go. Up to the center. This is really one where you have to draw your focus in towards yourself. It actually helps to watch yourself in the screen because you can see when you hit that tall position instead of just sort of relying on your body to know. You can watch things happen. Yeah, awesome, heck yeah, nice. 10 seconds. Yeah, these look strong. Well done. On some tired legs too. We're getting there, I promise. 2 and 1. Woo. All right, shake it out. We're going back into that hip hinge a little bit before we hit the mat. We're gonna go in for some Sumo Deadlifts. So I want you to grab that heavy weight again. Challenge your body here. Nice wide stance. Soft knees here. And we're just going in for that deadlift. So you're gonna push the butt back and then pull right back up to the top. You're gonna feel different kind of stretch through the legs with this style of deadlift. Yeah, awesome. Nice straight back. Push the hips back. Excellent job. Woo! All right, we've got 20 seconds. This is the last exercise with the weight, and it's the last exercise completely on our feet. Taking those deep breaths in. That sounds so ominous. Completely on our feet. What does that even mean? Here we go. 5 seconds. Let's go. 3, 2. Finish up your up. And stand up nice and tall. All right. Here's what we're looking at. We're going to work our way down to the mat. So weights to the side. We're going to start with up-down squats. You guys know the drill with this one. Legs are already tired, so this one's going to rip a little bit. We're going to start in that low squat. So you're going to go down, down, and then up, up. Here we go. Down, down. So we're working our way all the way down to the mat here. Keep in mind that your body's tired, right? We've been using legs nonstop. So you really got to pay attention to form. Things are starting to burn, starting to shake. As long as it's muscle and you can power through, I want you to give it a try because these reps at the end of the workout, this is what your body remembers tomorrow. These are the ones that sort of push you just over that plateau. Yeah, 5 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. All right, a little bit of time here. We're going to be on the mat. I'm going to fold my mat in half just for a little comfort on the knees. We're going to start with the left knee down and the right leg out to the side. You're just going to sit it down into that half kneeling squat and then right back up here. So sort of pulling that squat into smaller muscle groups. Here we go. Oh, wait. Who knew? I told you no breaks. Now it's break time. All right. So left knee is down. Right leg is out to the side. We're going into those half kneeling squats in 3, 2, and 1. You're going to sit it back and up. And you can play with this a little bit depending on the comfort level of your ankle mobility here. I have my toes under right now, but if you want to put the flat of your foot down, you can. You're going to have to get a little bit deeper into that squat. Definitely works a little more mobility in that ankle. You should be feeling that quad like no other right now. It's not getting much help. Yeah. We're so close to the finish line. Stick it out with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, before we do the other side, I want you in bear crawl position. Hands flat. Back's nice and flat. Take a couple of deep breaths here. We have a little bit of time to rest. When we lift up into this bear crawl, I want you to find your form first, and then you're going to start with tap up. So go ahead and lift those knees right up off the mat. Find that nice straight back, and then you're just going to reach back, tap the left toe behind you, right foot. Your butt stays in exactly the same position. Your shoulders stay over your wrists, and your core has to stay nice and tight. Always coming back to that stellar form at the very center, that bear crawl hold. Reach it out as far as you can. Stretch that quad out a little bit. Do yourself a little bit of a breather. Boom, and bring it in. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees down. Woo, we're almost there, I promise. All right, let's even things out. The right leg is going to stay down on the mat. Left leg out to the side. Side of your foot stays down. So again, you can play with your foot placement, right? Up on your toes or flat on the top, depending on your comfort zone. Here we go. Sit it back and up. We're looking to get that quad. We wanted to remember this workout on our rest day tomorrow. If you do play with the foot placement a little bit and sort of place the top of your foot on the ground, you're going to see that you have to push your butt a little bit further back into that squat to touch down. Yeah, awesome. Hips stay facing forward, shoulders stay facing forward. Nice job here. We're so close. Woo! This is it for legs. 5, 4. We're finishing up. 2, 1. Up to the top. We've got one more bear crawl, and we are done for the day. We'll stretch it out from the mat. All right, so back into that tabletop position. Knees under the hips, wrists under the shoulders. Again, we're going to lift up and find that hold first. Here we go. Lift it up. And then what you're going to do is you're actually going to tap to the side. One, and one. Out to the side. Again, your goal here is to make sure the hips stay right where they are. The knees always coming back in to the center, a couple of inches off the ground. Pull those abs in. Keep everything nice and tight. Looking good. We're almost there. Push with me right to the end. Stretch and bring it in. Here we go. Wait for that buzzer. It's coming in 3, 2, and 1. Knees touch down. Go ahead and sit it back in child's pose. You guys rock. Woo! Couple of deep breaths. You guys kicked butt. Legs should be on fire a little bit right now. Feeling those quads, those glutes. Sitting back all the way in child's pose. All right, let's stretch those legs out a little bit. Let's start with a little bit of a cat-cow. So back up into tabletop, nice straight back. Take that deep breath in and roll the back up to the ceiling. As you exhale, pull the belly button down towards the mat and lift the chin. Moving between these two exercises at a comfortable but slow breathing pace. And think about sort of exaggerating these movements really consciously, rolling the back up towards the ceiling, and then that deep stretch through the abs. One more. And then go ahead and come to neutral. All right, I want you to bring that right leg forward. We're going to get these legs stretched out. Right leg is forward, both knees are bent, and go ahead and shift your weight into that front heel. Keep your hips even, and just a gentle push into that front heel right now. Post-workout, it is 100% okay to hold these these stretches in a static hold. Muscles are warm, they know what's happening. Go ahead and sit the hips back over the knee and straighten out that front leg, get that hamstring stretched out. Focusing on taking some deep breaths in here. You just worked really hard. That lower body should be kicking. So give your body a little bit of time here to switch into recovery mode before you get back into real life. All right, go ahead and relax with that front leg in front. Switch sides. Left foot comes to the front. Both knees are bent, and go ahead and pull the hips forward into that stretch. Again, keeping the hips nice and even here. Just a gentle push forward. Thinking about lengthening everything back out. Heart rate's coming down. Go ahead and sit the hips back. Straighten out that front leg and stretch through the hamstring. Feel that stretch up the calf into the hamstring. Feeling good. Whew. All right, go ahead and relax. Left leg goes back to meet the right leg. Go ahead and straighten the legs and push those hips up to the ceiling into down dog. Deep inhales, long, slow exhales here, giving your body a chance to switch gears. Go ahead and walk those toes forward towards your hands into forward fold. Relax the neck here, breathe out any tension. And when you're ready, roll those shoulders up to the ceiling. Big shoulder rolls back behind you and shake everything out. You guys kick butt. Thank you so much.